Hey, right, everybody. Welcome to this language similarity. The language similarities. Hold on for 1 second. And now I have language. Oh, shoot. Languages over here. The middle one that I have created, which is sporjunish. So it's combined with Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and Galician. So over here in this middle here, this is what I have here. And over here, sportunish. Sportunish, which is, you say this. It's uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Okay, so those are the numbers in sportunish. Shoot. I don't know how you're going to be able to see it, but there we go. All right, so over here. And in Spanish here, you say uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve. Okay, well, it's a little bit similar, except for this. The seven say sechi, but in Spanish you say siete. And then in Portuguese, you say uma, dois, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, sete, oito, nove. Well, and over here, which is in Portuguese, you say sete is 7, and then Portuguese is sete. They sound the same, but it's spelled differently. In Portuguese, it's spelled with the S-E-C-H-I, 7. And then in Portuguese, it's spelled with the S-E-T-E in Portuguese. And then in Italian, is uno, due, tres, cuatro, cinque, seis, sete, ocho, nove. A little bit similar to sportunish. And then in Galician, so I don't know how it would sound like, because it doesn't have the audio in the Google Translate. So here we go. Say dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, sete, oito, nove. It's kind of like Portuguese in a way. And then those are the numbers. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just the sportunish with one Portuguese word. Just these numbers here in sportunish and Spanish here. Except for this. This comes from Portuguese. And then sportunish, which is amor and amore. Amor and amore. That means love. That's the English translating board for me. That means love. So sportunish, you say amor and amore. So Spanish is amor. It's the same. Portuguese is amor. It's the same. And Italian is amore. Sportunish is amore and amore. They're the same. I have amor and amore. I put two of them together in this language for sporjunish. And then in Galician, which is amor. Amor means love. So with all four Latin languages put together for sporjunish. And then next, you say sporjunish is por favore. Por favore. That means please, please. In Italian, you say por favore. It's the same. And Galician is por favor. And Spanish is por favor. And Portuguese is por favor. They're all the same. And then next, when you say beso, beso, that means kiss, a kiss. Beso is kiss. And then in Spanish is beso. Portuguese is beijo. Portuguese is beijo. Spanish is beso. Italian is bacio. Italian is bacio. And then next, Galician is biso, biso. I don't know how to pronounce that, you know? Dang. And then next, in sporjunish, you say Deus, Deus, Deus. That means God, God, Deus. Between this comes from Portuguese. Deus and Portuguese is Deus. It's the same thing, you know? In Spanish, you say Dios, Dios. And then next, Italian, you say Dio, Dio, Dio. Next, in Galician, is Deus, Deus. That means God, God. Alright, so in sporjunish, you say pare, pare, pare. That means stop. Pare means stop. And then Spanish is pare. And then Portuguese is pare. Italian is fermare, fermare. Galician is parar, parar. And then vete, vete, vete. That means go away. Vete means go away. In sporjunish. In Spanish is vete. Portuguese is va embora, va embora. And then next, in Italian, you say va via, va via. Next, you say vaite, vaite. It means go away. And then next, in sporjunish, you say igreja, igreja. That means church. Igreja is church. And then in Spanish, you say iglesia, iglesia. Next, in Portuguese, you say igreja, igreja. In sporjunish is igreja, and Portuguese is igreja. It's the same, same thing. And then in Italian, you say chiesa, chiesa, or I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, in Galician, you say igreja. And here it's spelled with the I-G-R-E-X-A. But in sporjunish, it's spelled with the I-G-R-E-J-A. Same thing with like in Portuguese. So now, next, we say coração, coração, coração. That means heart, heart. Coração means heart. Coração means heart. And then in Spanish is coração, coração. And then in Portuguese is coração, coração. That means heart in Portuguese. But in Italian, they say core, core, core. Almost, but oh yeah, in sporjunish, when you say coração, that means the heart. But in core, you're talking about something in the terminology you say you're in my heart and you're in something. So that's different. You're talking about something different with the terminology of the heart. And in Galician, it's corazón. Wow. Galician is almost kind of like Portuguese and Spanish in a way. But in sporjunish, it's kind of like Portuguese and Spanish and Italian in a way. Put together. This is way different than this. And then over here, you'll say, nunca se debe tiempo para entender. Nunca se debe tiempo para entender. That means never took the time to understand. And then in Spanish, you say, nunca me tome el tiempo de entender. And then in Portuguese, you'll say, nunca debe tempo para entender. And then in Italian, non ho mai avuto il tempo di capire. And then in Galician, you say, nunca tate en entender. You see, this is like Spanish and Portuguese in a way with this term here. I mean, the phrase or whatever, but. And then, okay, in sporjunish, you say tortuga. And over here, you say tortuga. Tortuga. That means turtle. Turtle. Tortuga means turtle. And then next, in Spanish, you say tortuga. Oh, wait. In sporjunish, you say tortuga. Next, you say tartaruga. 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 And tortuga. In Spanish, you say tortuga. In Portuguese, they say tartaruga. Tartaruga. And then Italian, you say tartaruga. It's the same. In Galician, you say tartaruga. Only this, and this. They're all the same. But, well, for this one here, tortuga, in sporjunish, that's from Spanish. That means turtle. But you say tartaruga, that means tortoise. That's from Portuguese, Italian, and Galician. And then next, we say centro comerciale. Centro comerciale. That means mall. 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 And then in Spanish, you say centro comercial. Centro comercial. That's in Spanish. It's different. And for Portuguese, you say shopping. Shopping. And then in Italian, you say centro comerciale. See, look at this here. Centro comerciale in sporjunish and centro comerciale in Italian. They are the same right here. And then in Galician, you say centro comercial. Only Galician and Spanish are the same. But in sporjunish and Italian, they are the same. And then we say contigo. 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 That means with you. With you. But in Spanish is contigo. Contigo. It's sound a little bit the same. But it sounds different. But in Portuguese, you say contigo. Contigo. But in Portuguese, it's spelled with the Contigo. You have to pronounce it with the contigo. That's it. But in sporjunish, it's spelled with the Conchigo. But yeah. And here, that will help with the pronunciation, with the ch stuff. And over here, in Italian, you say conte, conte, conte. Yeah. It's not the same. It's different. But in Galician, you say contigo, contigo. Wow. Between this and here, they're the same. And over here, we say, and over here you say la and il. La and il. Sporjunish has with the LA and IL. This is like Spanish and Italian put together with this here. And then it's spelled with the L-A, and next is I-L. This is in Spanish, this is in Italian. And then in Spanish, you say la and el. This here is spelled with the L-A and E-L. And in the Portuguese, you say ah. And then in Italian, you say la and el. This is the same thing between sporjunish and Italian put together. And then over here, you say oh. All of that means the something, you know? And then in sporjunish, you say graciado. That means thank you. Graciado, that means thank you. And then we say thanks. That means gracias. That means thanks. And then in Spanish, you say gracias. That means thank you. And then in Portuguese, you say obrigado. And then Italian, you say grazie. And then in Galician, you say graças. And over here, when you say adrenalina, that means adrenaline. And then in Spanish, you say adrenalina. And then in Portuguese, you say adrenalina. And then in Italian, you say adrenalina. And then in Galician, you say adrenalina. Wow. Only here, and here, they are all the same, you know? Adrenalina means adrenaline. And then next, in sporjunish, you say gasolina. And then in Spanish, you say gasolina. And then in Portuguese, you say gasolina. And in Italian, you say benzina. It's not the same, it's different. And then in Galician, you say gasolina. Wow, wait. Gasolina, that means gasoline. But from here, and here, they are the same. You know? Alright, guys. I'm going to take you guys, take a closer look. Alright, folks. That's it. Hope you guys enjoy the lesson.